boys. Welcome back to another quiet evening with me, Serafina. Tonight's story isn't meant to lull. It's meant to settle into the parts of you that still wonder why things feel off. I don't often share stories like this, but sometimes it's important to listen to what goes unsaid. This is the story of Theo, my cousin, and of a war that wasn't what it seemed. Theo and I grew up on the same block, just one row of apartment windows between us. He was 3 years older, always curious, always quiet in the way people forget to look at. He noticed things. Our city was clean, orderly. Every week the speakers would crackle with patriotic music. There were announcements, always optimistic. Victory was near. The enemy was retreating. Sacrifices were appreciated. No one ever said who the enemy was. Theo joined the Youth Defense Committee at 16. He didn't really want to, but it was expected. Everyone joined. They wore gray uniforms, ran drills in the park, and saluted the mayor's weekly broadcast, where he'd stand tall against a waving flag and speak of courage, honor, and sacrifice. People clapped. Every time, even when they looked tired. I once asked Theo what they were training for. He shrugged. "It's not about fighting," he said. "It's about being seen fighting." Then came the great escalation. Overnight, everyone's ration cards were halved. Bread lines doubled. Curfews tightened. And the screens. Oh, the screens. Everywhere you went, they showed footage. Our troops marching, our flags waving, our leader giving fiery speeches with fire behind his eyes. "We are defending the homeland," he shouted, "from chaos, from envy, from betrayal." But we hadn't been attacked. No city had fallen. No bomb had dropped. Still, we were told to prepare. Theo stopped smiling around then. He'd come home from meetings with his shirt wrinkled, dirt on his sleeves. He told me once that they were digging trenches just outside the city. "But there's no front line," I said. "I know," he whispered. "That's what worries me." Things got worse. Books disappeared from libraries. Teachers were reassigned. People started reporting each other for hoarding, for not saluting hard enough, for unpatriotic hesitation. Every night the broadcast ended the same way. Victory is sacrifice, and sacrifice is your privilege. And then the list. 3 names. Always 3. Citizens who had failed the cause. No one ever saw them again. One night, Theo didn't go home. He knocked on my window, trembling. "I need to tell you something," he said. We sat on the floor, lights off, whispering. He'd found a shipment, crates of uniforms, enemy uniforms, brand new, clean, delivered to a warehouse on the edge of town. "But why would we have enemy uniforms?" I asked. He looked at me, eyes wide and hollow. "For our own soldiers to wear," he said. "For the broadcast." The next day, the screens showed our soldiers fighting. It was dramatic, full of dust and flame. The narrator's voice quivered with emotion. Our boys repelled another enemy ambush. The remain secure. But there was no border. There was never a war. Theo disappeared 3 nights later. They said he had volunteered for special service. His mother was given a pin, a letter, a food voucher. Nothing more. People stopped asking questions after that. And the parades kept growing. Flags, chants, songs about glory. Children clapping for men they'd never seen return. And each week, another name, another reason, another enemy. I think about Theo often, not just for his courage, but for his clarity. He saw the machinery behind the speech, the hands pulling the curtain, the names that were fed to us to distract us from asking where our bread had gone, why our streets were so empty, and what we were really fighting for. So now, my dear listener, I leave you with this story, not as a warning, but as a mirror. There are wars that are fought for land. There are wars that are fought for power. And there are wars that are fought to keep you from noticing who truly has both. Let your heart be still. Let your mind stay awake. And never forget, silence too can be a weapon. Good night.